In this, we are going to cover formal definition of another type of automata model, that is non-deterministic finite automata, or in short NDFA or NFA, and examples for the same. So let's start with the lecture. Now coming to the definition of non-deterministic finite automata or NFA, it is quite similar to the DFA, but some except the transition function. Okay, so NDFA can also be represented by 5 tuples like DFA, where all the 4 tuples are same as the DFA, just the transition function is different from DFA. So let's check the transition function. In this case, transition function maps present state and present input symbol into the set of next states. Means we are not moving to one state for one input symbol from the present state. We can move to multiple states for from a state for a single input symbol. So here the transition function is defined as any state from the set Q and an input from the set sigma can leads to the power set of states that we will be discussing in detail in the later slides. For this time you just note down the transition function definition. And another thing to note here is that unlike DFA, we can have multiple paths for a string from the initial state. As in DFA, whenever we were showing acceptance or rejection for a string, we always had the single path from the initial state, and if that path ends to the final state, the string is accepted, and if that path ends to a non-final state, the string is rejected. But in case of NFA or NDFA, if as we are having multiple path, if any one of the path ends to the final state, then the string is considered as accepted. Okay. Taking our first example of NFA for strings of zeros and 1 ending with 011. For the sake of simplicity, we are taking the example that we have already covered in DFA practices. Okay, so the possible acceptable strings are 011 or any other string or any other combination of 01 ending with 011 is the acceptable string by the machine. So now from this lecture I am starting with a new representation of the question statement as regular expression. Means in exam we can have the question in the form of statement or in the form of regular expression. Okay, here the regular expression means that regular expression is also representing the same information as this statement is representing. Okay, so here the star means 0 or more. Star means 0 or more, means any combination of 0 or 1. Means if whether we receive any combination, single symbol, double symbol or any other symbol or no symbol, but the string must have 0, 1, 1 as the last 3 symbols. Only then string will be accepted. So this regular expression is representing the same question statement. So in exam we can have both type of notation for the question statement. If the regular expression is not clear to you now, don't worry about that. We will be having a complete lecture on the regular expression notations later on. So starting with the DFA tuples, we have defined the DFA with name M and 5 possible tuples. Next tuples are, here input symbols are 0 and 1, possible set of possible states Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3, and Q naught is the initial state, final state is F3. So starting with the construction, as we have covered all these things in DFA, you have not practiced those questions, please go through the all those DFA construction questions. Only then you would be able to understand these NFAs. So starting from the initial state, firstly we have to draw the transition for the minimum required string, as the minimum required string in this case is 0 1 1. So we have defined the transition path for the minimum required string from the initial state. Okay, so for the acceptance we have to mark Q3 as the final state. Now our next step was to complete each and every state, but here in case of NFA we need not to complete each and every state. We can draw the NFAs or construct the transition diagram for NFA in very simple way, like we have discussed in regular expression. Here we can receive any number of zeros or 1, or receive no 0 or 1, but we require 0 1 1. So we will be defining this condition with a self loop at the initial state. Okay, so in NFA we have the freedom of defining more than one transition from the same state for the same input symbol. So we can use this rule to define the self loop of 0 1 at the initial state. This self loop means here we can receive any number of zeros and 1, and we will be at Q naught only until we get the pattern 0 1 1 for acceptance. Okay, so here we will be having multiple paths, as we are having transition of 0 to Q naught, as well as transition of 0 to another state Q1. This transition diagram can also be defined with the help of transition table as this. From present state Q naught, on reading symbol 0, we are moving to the set Q naught and Q1. Here set means we have two transition, one is to Q naught for the input symbol 0 and one to the Q1. So we have to write both the states here in the form of a set, and for input symbol 1 we are having just one transition to Q naught, so the set is having only one element as Q naught. Next, from Q1 we have defined no transition for 0, so here we have a hyphen, and we have defined the transition for 1 to the state Q2. Same way from Q2, no transition for 0, but we have the transition for 1 to the state Q3. From Q3 we have defined no transition, so we are having a phi over here in the transition table. So this is the transition table and transition diagram for the NFA. We can think simply for the NFA, as NFAs are easier to construct than DFA. We have defined any other symbol received with simply a self loop over the initial state here, but we cannot do this thing with the DFAs. Okay, so now let's consider the acceptance or transitions for an input string from the initial state. So sample string taken over here is 1011. So starting from the initial state for the string 1011, initially we are at state Q naught. For the input symbol 1, we are moving to the state Q naught itself. Okay, for this one. For next 0, we have two paths, as we have already discussed that in case of NFA we can have multiple paths. So from Q0 for the input symbol 0 we are having two paths, one to Q0 and one path to the state Q1. So we have to mark all the paths, okay, as we have already discussed that if any of the path leads to the final state, then the string is accepted. If all the paths end to the non-final states, then the string is rejected. So sorry, this is for the input symbol 0, not 1. Next we have the input symbol 1. So we have to continue with all the paths. If we have 3 paths, we have to continue with 3 paths if possible. If we have further transitions from the edges of the states, edges of the path, then we have to continue for all the paths. So starting from the Q0 for the next symbol 1, third symbol 1, we are moving to the Q0 itself, and for the from Q1 for the input symbol 1 we are moving to the state Q2. Okay, next now we have the last symbol as 1. From Q0 for the input symbol 1 we are moving to Q0 itself, but from Q2 we are moving to Q3 for the input symbol 1. So now as the string is ended and we are having two paths over here, path 1 is ending to the path 1 is ending at the Q0. This is the path 1 and this is our path 2. Okay, and we have already covered that we can have multiple paths, and if any path ends with final state, then the string is accepted. So here we can see that the first path, this is ending at a non-final state, that is Q0, but this path is ending at a final state, that is Q3. So we can say that the string is accepted by the machine. Our next example of NFA is for the strings of A's and B's ending with double character. We have also considered this example in the DFA practice questions. So now let's have a look for the set of possible acceptable strings, as the minimum acceptable string is AA and also double B. So these apart from these minimum acceptable strings, any other combination of A's and B's ending with a double character, either double A or double B, is accepted by the machine. Again defining the regular expression for this question as here in this regular expression the star means 0 or more and the comma is representing or symbol. Okay, so here the star means any combination of A's and B's 0 or more time, means either we get any symbol or more than one symbol or no symbol, and any combination of these A's and B's should end with a double character, double A or double B, as here we are having a star means 0 or more. So even if this pattern is not occurring in the string, still we require double A and double B for the ending pattern. So comma is representing or over here, either this or this should be required for the ending pattern. So starting with the DFA, we are having DFA M with the tuples sigma is the set of initial states, sigma is the set of input symbols A's and B's, and the states are defined as q0, q1, q2, q3 and q4. q0 is the initial state, and the set of final states is defined as q2 and q4. Starting with the initial state, for the minimum required strings as double A and double B. So starting from the initial state, we have to define path for both the initial state minimum strings as, and for the acceptance of these minimum strings we need to mark q2 and q4 as the final states. Now the step 2 was to complete the states in the DFA, but now we can mark the self loop at q0 to show the acceptance of 0 or more symbols at before the ending pattern. So this complete pattern means 0 or more combinations of A's and B's can be represented simply by a self loop over the initial state in case of NFA. Okay, and the same information can be represented with the transition table like this. As from q0 for input symbol A, we are moving to two possible state. One transition is at the q0 itself, and one is for the next state, that is q1. So we have a set of two states, as q0 is the first transition and q1 is the second transition for the input symbol A. And same way for the input symbol B, we are having two transitions, one at here q0 and one to the next state q3. So we again for B we have defined the state set as q0 and q3. Next, from the q1 we are having a single transition for the input symbol A, that is defined here with the set with q2 element, and q3 is having transition to the state q4, that is defined with this set over here in the table. Now q2 and q4 are the final states of this NFA, and same way like DFA we have to show the final states with the circle, or we can also have the asterisk symbols here to mark the final states. Now taking the sample input as BABB, let's check the acceptance of this sample string with this NF. Starting from the initial state, for the first symbol, for this first symbol B, we have to consider all the paths for the input symbols. Starting from this, for input symbol B, we are having two paths, one to q0 and another path for B is to the state q3. Okay, so now transitions for the first input symbol is over. Next we have the symbol A. So from q0 and q3 we have to continue, as we have already discussed, that we have to continue the path from all the states if possible. If transitions are defined, then we have to continue the path. From q0 we have defined the transition for A. One transition is to q0 and another transition is to the set q1. Okay, same way from q3 we are having no transition for the input symbol A, so the path is ended here and we cannot continue with this path anymore. This was for the input symbol A. Now two symbols have been read by the machine. Now we have to consider the next symbol as B. From q0 and q1 we have to continue the path. So from q0 From Q naught for input symbol B, we are moving to the one to the state Q naught, and one moves from Q naught is for to the state Q3. From Q1, as we are having no path from Q1 for the input symbol B, so this path is also ended here. We cannot continue with this path. Now considering the last input symbol, that is B, from Q naught we are having a path to Q naught and another path to the input symbol Q3. Now from Q3 we can also continue with the path. From Q3 for the input symbol B, we are having a transition to the state Q4. Okay, now let's check the acceptability of the string by the machine through these various paths. As the first path is ended here, so this path is no means we need not to consider this path, and the second part is ended at Q1. Q1 is also a non-final state, so we can leave this path. Next path is ending at the state Q naught. As Q naught is not the final state, so this path is also useless. Considering the next path, that is ending at Q3. Okay, Q3 is also a non-final state, so this path is also of no use. Now considering the next path or the fifth path, as this path is ending at the state Q4, and Q4 is a final state, so we can say that the string is accepted by the machine as it is ending at the state at the final state Q4. Okay, so in the exam you have to draw the NFA. Most of the questions are based on the DFAs, but if in case you get the question on NFA, then after drawing the transition diagram you have to also need to draw the table and also need to mark the transitions for an sample for a sample input string. Here Q3 is not the final state, that is marked by mistake. Q2 and Q4 are the final state, and only these states should be circled or marked with the and the last example. Our last example is for the strings ending with 10 and 10 or 11. Although we have not covered this example earlier in DFA practice question, but if you have practiced all the DFA question, then this question is very easy for you and you can do it very easily. So now I am not discussing in the detail solution into the details. I am just giving the solution, and you have to do this by your own and check for the possibilities of your answers. Here the set of possible strings are this. All the strings ending either with 10 or 11 is acceptable by the machine, and the possible solution, possible NFA for the string is this. One more NFA can be this, and one more NFA can be this. So we here we have I have defined 3 NFAs for the same question, for the same statement. So you have to draw your own DFA or NFA, and you have to check your answer. Here this first solution is a purely NFA question, because here we are having more than one transition for the input symbol. As we have transition for 1 over here, also we are having transition of 1 to Q1, another transition of 1 is to the state Q3. Okay, second solution is also for the same question, with only difference is that it is having one state less than the previous first solution, and this is also an NFA because we are having 2 transition of for the input symbol 1 from the Q naught to Q naught, and another transition into the state Q1. And last solution or third solution is a DFA. As DFAs are NFA, we can also call it a NFA. So this is a DFA because we are having only one transition for one input symbol from a state. So we are having a number, we are having more transition if we are drawing a DFA transition diagram, and but in case of NFAs we can see that we are having less number of transitions. Here we have defined 4 into 2, as 4 states are there and 2 input symbols are there. We have defined 4 into 2, total of 8 transitions. Okay, so as this is the DFA, we can also call it a NFA, as DFAs are subset of NFAs. So you have to practice this question at your own, then you can check for the answer. One thing to be considered here is that we can have multiple solution for a question. Okay, we can have multiple NFAs for a question, we can have multiple DFAs for a problem statement, but the minimum DFA is only one. Okay, and in exam most of time we come with a question like draw the minimum DFA. So we have to practice for the minimum DFA, means we have to draw the DFA with minimum required number of states. This is the regular expression for the statement with any number of 0 1, any combination of 0 1 or no symbol at first first sub expression here, and the pattern should end with 1 0 or 1 1, because we are not having the star over here. So the occurrence of this second pattern is must, and the string should end either with 1 0 or 1 1 for acceptance. In the next lecture we will be covering more practice questions of DFA and the process of converting a given NFA to the DFA.